request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. No derogatory speech, intimidating actions, nor possession or consumption of alcohol will be tolerated at athletic events. We greatly appreciate your help in making this event a positive experience for all participants and attendees. Be loud, be proud, and especially be positive. Remember, sport a winning attitude at all times.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
And now let's get right to our starting lineups. First, for our guests from Alma College, the Scots come in with a 2-8 overall record, 0-5 in conference. The head coach for the Scots in her first year is Addie Pastor. Here's Coach Pastor's starting lineup. Starting at defense, a senior from Belleville, number 6, Brenna McCluskey. In defense, a senior from Grand Rapids, number 7, Bryn Bishop. At attack, a sophomore from Flushing, number 10, Olivia Lazenby. In defense, a senior from Freeland, number 11, Allison Harvey. In defense, a junior from Hudsonville, number 12, Michaela Wills. At attack, a sophomore from Spring Lake, number 13, Michaela Kozal. At midfield, a junior from Mishawaka, Indiana, number 14, Olivia Andrews. In goal, a freshman from Canton, number 22, Madison Ramirez. In midfield, a junior from Alma, number 23, Jordan Cleveland. And now the Scots starting captains. In defense, a junior from Flushing, number 4, McKenna Pavasic. In midfield, a senior from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, number 5, Sarah Bollinger. And in defense, from a junior from Ada, number 24, Grace Doherty. Coach Pastor is assisted by Sam Peterson. And now, Knights fans, here we go. Stand up, stomp your feet, make some noise for the starting lineup for your Calvin University Knights. The Knights' overall record is 10-5 and 4-1 in conference. The head coach for the Knights in his 15th season is Blake Boehm, and here's Coach Boehm's starting lineup. Starting at attack, a 5'2" sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, number 1, Corinne Plum. At attack, a 5'4" sophomore from Spring Lake, number 9, Delaney Johnson. At defense, a 5'5" junior from Milford, number 12, Alex Patricia. In defense, a 5'4" junior from Dyer, Indiana, number 14, Avery Slings. At attack, a 5'8" senior from Naperville, Illinois, number 16, Annalise Hansen. In midfield, a 5'7" sophomore from Davidson, number 22, Lillian Morey. In goal to say no, a 5'2" junior from Waterville, Ohio, number 23, Hannah Rizzo. In defense, a 5'8" freshman from Muskegon, number 28, Jordan Brasino. And in midfield, a 5'9" junior from Perrysburg, Ohio, number 30, Megan Gibbs. And now, our starting captains. In midfield, a 5'5" senior from Watertown, Wisconsin, number 8, J.C. Smith. In defense, a 5'6" senior from Dyer, Indiana, number 17, and happy birthday to Natalie Scott. And in attack, a 6' senior from DeWitt, number 20, Morgan Bethard. Coach Boehm is assisted by Megan Gilbert, Julia Schaefer, Eva Dorlag, Jeff Yu, and Megan Chang. The NCAA officials assigned to tonight's game are Brian Mishler, Marcel Miller, and Anna Klusch. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise and remove your hats as you face the flag to honor America and those who protect our freedom at home and abroad during the presentation of our national anthem. The brick wall in the crease for your Knights, and a mighty fortress of defense is number 23, Hannah Rizzo. And ready to guard the goal for the Scots tonight is number 22, Madison Ramirez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the fastest game on 2 feet. And we are super pleased here at Calvin University to welcome all the youth players. Thanks for coming out to support the athletes tonight, and we're really pleased to have you here with us. If you have any questions, you should be sure to find somebody wearing a Calvin jersey, and we'll get you the answer. Thanks for coming out, youth players.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Number 22, Lillian Morey.
Bollinger and Morey on the draw.
And number 5, Sarah Bollinger for the Scots. Still 50-50 ball. Whistle gets blown dead. And it's going to be Knight's ball starting out. Plum with the ball right now. Looking around, seeing what she can do with it. She gets it down to Hansen at X. Looking around. Knight's passing around. Bethard up top with it. Moving the ball around. Johnson with the ball. She passes it down. Spot at X. Cut inside by Bethard. She can't secure it. She gets it back. Bethard gives it over to Johnson. A couple cutters for Kelvin. Gets it down to Hansen at X. Hansen looking around, see what she could get. She gets it out to Smith. Smith with it, looking around. She gets it over to Einigenberg. Einigenberg makes a move inside, takes a shot, and that is a shot good by Einigenberg. Kelvin goes up 1-0 with 13:59 left in the first. What a play by Einigenberg there.
Nice goal, Jessica Einigenberg.
Your Knights up 1-0. What a great way to start this game for the Knights.
Bollinger
Trying to
and
continue their win
Morey
streak as they
on
won
the draw.
14-4 Wednesday night against St. Mary's at St. Mary's. St. Mary's, one of the tougher opponents in the conference. You can hear those Knights fans roaring up. It's going to be Scott's ball to start, as Bollinger takes the ball there. She's trying to get around to people. She passes it over to Kozel, who gives it over to Harvey. Harvey with it, being patient, taking her time there. She passes it to Bishop. Bishop also taking her time, seeing what Calvin defense gives them. Right back to Kozel. We got it down to X. Bollinger making a move. She passes it out, back out to Harvey. Harvey trying to see if something's going on. Trying to make a move inside, but this Calvin defense is too tough. And play's blown dead. It looks like it is going to be a free possession shot for Harvey. Let's see. And she gets it through for her shot. Harvey with the goal. Scots tie the game up 1-1 with 13:03.
Scott's goal, Allison Harvey.
What a great response there by the Scots. Scots trying to get
Bollinger
their first
and
conference
Maury
win
on the
of year
draw.
before heading into tournament play. Hoping they can do it tonight. Let's see if how the Knights respond to this. We got Maury and Bollinger in for the face-off once more. .50-50 ball. Nobody has it yet. And Knights secure it. That is Petrucia with it. She passes it up to Maury. Maury loses it. And looks like a ref blows a whistle, but it's still Calvin Ball. Einigenberg with it. She's making a push. Starting to settle in, see what the defense gives her. Passes it over to Smith, over to Bethard. Tried to get it inside. Looks like to Smith, but she couldn't get it, and that is Hansen with the ball now. Hansen sends it up to Plum, sends it over to Bethard. Bethard sees something she likes. She takes it inside for the shot, and that is blocked. What a block. They get it back. Plum inside. Plum with the shot, and that's good. Knights go back up one with the score of 2-1 with 11:55 left in this verse. Great play there by
Knights goal, Corinne
great
Plum
shot by
with the assist
Bethard. Great
from
rebound
Megan Gibbs.
by Gibbs, and a great pass in there to Plum. Plum, only a sophomore, very young player.
Bollinger and Maury on the draw.
Calvin, very excited to have her be this young and in the starting lineup and playing as well as she has this season, as Maury and Bollinger are back in. Ball's up, and that is Plum with it, and Plum is just pushing to the cage right now. Dumps it off to Johnson at X, who sends it over to Smith, over to Gibbs. Calvin sending some cutters inside. Gibbs trying to something out, spin move. And that shot's good. Off the bounds, under the stick of the goalie, number 22, Madison Ramirez. Great shot there by Gibbs. Another two quick back-to-back goals for the Knights, going up 3-1 early in this first
That's
quarter.
a goal for Megan Gibbs. Bollinger and Maury on the draw.
Once more, Bollinger and Maury in there for the faceoff. Ball's up. And it looks like a trip was called against the Scots. It's going to be Knight's ball. Gibbs with it. She sends it up to, looks like Plum. Plum, who sends it over to Bethard. Bethard down to Johnson. Johnson over to Gibbs. Plum cuts inside. Einigenberg has it. Lots of cuts going on inside. Einigenberg tries to take it inside, but nothing there. She takes it in. Still doesn't see a shot she likes. Passes it over to Plum, over to Smith. Smith trying to get herself inside there. She takes a shot and right through the legs of the goalie. In for another goal for the Knights as they now go up 4-1 early in this first quarter. Knights starting off hot, starting off strong.
Smith for the Knights.
What a great game for the Knights to start this game. JC Smith gets another goal.
Bollinger and Maury on the draw.
Bethel was recently named MIAA Offensive Player of the Week on April 6th. Sophomore Delaney Johnson is coming off strong this year with 37 goals and 15 assists, allowing for 52 points. Right now, Maury with the ball, who sends it over to Plum. Plum just bringing it up. She sends it down to Johnson. Johnson making a move inside. Nice pick by Smith. Over to Einigenberg. Over to Plum. Over to Gibbs. Gibbs makes a move inside. She takes a shot, and that's good. What a shot by Gibbs there. I believe that is her second of the day. Knights going up 5-1. 10 minutes left in this first quarter.
Knights goal number 2 for Megan Gibbs.
Great season so far. Knights goalie Hannah Rizzo reached career milestone with recording her 200th career save this year. She is 10-5 on the year with 144 saves. Pretty solid year for Rizzo there. Love to see that from the defense, as it looks like this Alma Scots take their first time out. Coach trying to make some adjustments. Team responded great to that first Calvin goal. Tying the game back up 1-1, but now Alma hasn't seen the ball since they scored that goal. It has been all Calvin in this game so far. As you Knights fans, you love to see that. Scott's coming back out from there. Timeout. Coach hoping her adjustments made some progress. Alma head coach Addie Pastor is in her first year as head coach. She previously coached at the club level in Detroit. She's also no stranger to the MIAA. She was a standout all-conference performer at Albion and served as team captain.
Lazenby and Maury on the draw.
She also attended Eastern Michigan University, where she was also a member of the women's lacrosse team there. Face off again for Maury. Maury doing well this game. Hasn't lost a face-off yet. And that one's going to be blown for Calvin's ball, or Alma's ball. Ref stopping play, discussing something. And Maury will receive a green card.
Nice penalty on Lily and Maury.
Now Calvin forces back up their defense a little bit. Play some more midfield defense. Right now, we have Doherty with the ball. Calvin putting some great defensive pressure on him. Alma loses the ball. And that is secured by Kozel. That is over to Lazenby. Up to Bishop with, I believe, Alma trying to get it around, but can't. Slings picks it up, gives it to Rizzo. Rizzo sends it over. That is number 18, Molly Williams with the ball. We get Williams with the ball again. Sends it cross field to Cornwell, who sends it over to Hanson. Knights already making some early subs, keeping their players fresh. As Smith has the ball. Makes a move inside. Dips it, tried to get it to Beathard, but couldn't. Knocked down by Alma, and it is going to be Calvin ball still. Smith brings the ball in, sends it over to Einigenberg, over to Hansen, over to Cornwell, over to Johnson. Johnson trying to make a move inside, nice little spin move. She takes a shot, and that's no good. That is secured by Doherty. Knocked down by Ramirez with it. Beathard putting pressure on her to get her out of bounds. Beathard barely gets the pass out. Secured by McCluskey. And Beathard gets it back. Great defense by Beathard there, putting the pressure on Alma. Beathard letting her offense get set up. She sends it over to Cornwell. Gets it into Einigenberg cutting. Smith cutting. Now sends it over to Einigenberg. Einigenberg makes a move inside, and she's stop and play. She looks like she was pushed to the ground. And that is what the refs are going to be calling. And Einigenberg will have a free possession shot. She takes her shot, and that's good for her second of the night as the Knights go up 6-1 halfway through this first quarter.
That's a goal for Jessica Einigenberg.
Great play by the Knights, defensively, offensively, leading to that goal. Knights have just one more game after this before heading into the MIAA play for their tournament. Knights having a good season, only one league loss, and that was to the rival out in Holland. Hoping to meet them again in the tournament to get some for a rematch there, as we have Maury in there. And ball secured by Doherty. Doherty with the ball, gets it back. Looking around, it sends it over to Kozel. Tried to get it. She tried to get it to Harvey, she couldn't. Ball has been on the ground, but it is secured by Pabustik. She dumped it off to Meyer. Meyer trying to make something happen, and she loses it. And that is secured by Williams. Williams gets it over to Scott. Scott doing a great job protecting the ball. Gets it over to Rizzo. Rizzo needs to be careful here. She gets it back up to Scott. Scott sends it all the way up. It is Cornwell with the ball. Makes a maneuver between two defenders. Knights doing a great job protecting the ball, getting it up as Hansen has the ball. Hansen, she sends it over to Putnam, who sends it over to Smith, and who sends it over to Beathard. Alma, I believe there's only their second time on offense in scoring that goal. They need to get time of possession up for themselves, as Beathard sends it over to Cornwell, who sends it down to Hansen over at X. Hansen looking for something there. She dumps it over to Smith. Smith makes a move inside. Thought she had a shot, but she didn't like it. Einigenberg trying to make a move, and she loses it, but gets it back. Knights moving the ball around as Putnam has it. Putnam sees something she likes. She takes a shot and blocked by Ramirez. Great shot by Putnam and great defense there by the goalie Ramirez for the Scots. Ramirez, she gets it out to Cleveland. Knights putting some pressure on her at midfield. They did not force her out. She is going. Cleveland, a little bit of an alleyway. Is she going to take it all the way? She is not. She draws back a little bit, seeing if she could get this Scott's offense set up as Bollinger has it. Bollinger heading down to that X position as she sends it over to Lazenby. Lazenby trying to make a move inside. She sends it out to Bishop. Bishop tries to hit a cutting Bollinger and couldn't, as that is Maury who secures it. Scott's trying to put her out of bounds, put some pressure on her, as she gets it over to Patricia. Patricia, nice move to get past the defender. She sends it over to Einigenberg. Einigenberg sends it over to Smith, who gives it to Bishop. Bishop sends it down to Johnson, over to Hansen. Hansen over to Putnam. Putnam makes a move inside. Gives it over to Bethard. Bethard, nice spin, nice secure of the ball, and a great block with the stick by Ramirez. That's Smith with the ball over to Einigenberg. Gives it over to Bethard inside, who takes another shot, and that one's good. Bethard with the goal. Knights go up 7-1. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Knights scoring slowed down a little bit. Alma's defense is putting a little bit of pressure on them, but Knights not getting affected by it, passing the ball around, getting good shots.
Assisted by Jessica Einigenberg.
Ramirez getting some nice saves on those good shots. Calvin's defense has been the name of the game right now, not giving up any room for error for these Scots, for this Scots offense. Right now we got Maury, and looks like maybe Lazenby in there. And it is Lazenby, as that is Gibbs who secures the face-off. We got Cornwell with the ball. Gibbs tries to get it inside to Putnam. Pass a little over the head. And Bethard knocks the ball out of Ramirez's stick, and it just rolls right into the back of the cage for the Knights as they go up 8-1 with just under 3 minutes left in this game. What a play.
Knights goal to
excuse me, that was knocked out by Johnson. But what a play for the Knights there. Just being able to knock it out, and the lucky bounce in. As we have Maury and Lazenby in once more for the Knights. Or for the face-off. Ball goes up. And it's secured by Maury. She wins yet another face-off as she gives it over to Bethard. We got Johnson with the ball. She sends it over to Smith. Sends it over to Cornwell. She gives it over to Trewin, who gives it up to Smith. Nice screen there by Gibbs as Smith gets it, and her shot just goes off right a little bit. Great look for her. She knows she can make it. Looks like her stick was hit by the defender as Johnson has the ball. Everyone knows Johnson is a big threat to score there as she takes a shot. And that is picked up by Gibbs for the rebound, who gives it over to Trewin. Smith with the ball. She sends it over to Bethard, who sends it over to Plum. Plum makes a move. Great move inside. She takes a shot, and that one's good for Plum on her first of the day. They called a crease violation for her. So it will be Scott's ball coming out as Cleveland gets the pass. In the past, we've seen the Knights play more pressure, more towards their own cage. Not right now. They're letting it get to at least midfield before they're starting to put pressure on them. Cleveland going past defenders. She dumps it over to Doherty, who passes it over to Kozel. Kozel with the ball in the deep corner. As she goes through, she loses it, and they called a trip on the Knights. It will be Scott's ball. About 19 seconds left in this first quarter. Correction, 36 seconds left in this first quarter. Ref had to make sure the clock was good. And great block by Rizzo there. Off the shot of Meyer. Rizzo, the goalie, having a great season. Over 140 saves on the season. Rizzo gets the ball back, looking for something as she sends it over to Scott. Scott sends it back to Rizzo. They don't have much time to get it over midfield as she sends it over to Patricia, and they're just going to let the clock run out. It'll be Knights ball starting in the second quarter. We will be right back
for the start of the second
quarter.
Mandatory audience participation.
Before we start the second quarter, Knights with a very good first quarter, winning 8-1, giving up only one goal early. It's about 13:30 in this first quarter. Since then, Alma's only had the ball 3 or 4 times, not a whole lot. Knights defense, Knights offense putting a lot of pressure on this Scots team. We would love to see them keep putting that pressure on. Right now, Knights trying to continue the win streak. They're on a 4-game win streak, extending it to 5 here against Alma, and then hoping to extend it into Tuesday in their away game at Adrian before heading into tournament play. As Gibbs has it, and she sends it up to Maury. Maury sends it up to Plum. Plum sends it over to, goes to Hanson, then to Johnson. Johnson sends it up to Smith. She couldn't get inside. Smith gets it inside. She gets a shot. Blocked by Ramirez. Ramirez, great play there, securing it, and she gets it over to Cleveland. Cleveland looking to push it for this Scots team, who hasn't had a lot of success this season. And great pass there to Bollinger, as she makes a spin inside to get past 2 Knights defenders. She just goes, and she lost it right before the goal. Got a little too happy there before she was able to take a shot. 50-50 ball still on the ground. Anybody's ball. And it looks like it was secured by Slings before she had it knocked out. Lazenby with the ball. She gets it knocked out. Chaos everywhere as Kozel has the ball now in the deep corner. And she loses it, gets it back. Scott's trying to get something to happen. We have Harvey with the ball. Sends it over to Lazenby, sends it over to Bishop. So she sent it to Meyer, who went back to Bishop. It gets back to Lazenby. Pressure put on her by Petrucia, who sends it over to Harvey. Harvey trying to make something happen. Not much going for her as this Knights defense is not giving up any room. Slings following her around as she's able to knock it out a little bit. Harvey makes a move inside. She gets a shot, and that goes right, wide right, as Meyer gets the ball down at X now, and she sends it over to Bollinger. Makes a move inside. She takes a shot, and that one goes right. Scotch will retain possession. About 10 seconds left on the shot clock with Meyer having it. Meyer trying to make a move inside. Knights not giving up any pressure. Meyer loses it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Bishop might have to take a deep shot, and she can't. Shot looks like it will be a shot clock violation. Knights ball as Gibbs is going to take the ball. Pass up to Maury. Maury trying to push it forward as she sends it over to Plum. Plum with Harvey putting some intense pressure on her there. Not letting her get inside to get a free shot as she gives it over to Johnson down at X. Johnson sends it over to Smith. Smith over to Einigenberg. Einigenberg trying to make something happen, but she loses it off the defensive pressure. Einigenberg with the ball still makes a move inside, loses it once more. 50-50 ball, and that is secured by McCluskey. Johnson putting pressure on McCluskey there. As it went out of bounds, it is going to be Knights ball. Johnson with it down low. Great defensive pressure there as Hansen has the ball. Hansen takes a shot, and that one is caught by Ramirez. Great shot there by Hansen. Looks like Bethler knows exactly where Ramirez wants to get that ball, and she's taking that away. That ball is now in the hands of Doherty. Doherty trying to get the ball across half midfield as Wills has the ball. Couldn't completely secure it, but it's going to be Scott's ball. We got Doherty with the ball. Sends it over to Cleveland. Cleveland gets the ball across midfield. Nice screen there and pushed out of bounds by Petrucia. And that will be a green card on Petrucia.
Nice Alex Petrucia, 1 minute releasable for push.
Coach Boehm talking to her. And it will be Kozel with the ball. If she loses it, as Johnson gets it. Right now it's a 4-on-3, 5-on-4 now, but Knights trying to get trying to score quick. Couldn't get quite get there. As Johnson gets it up to Smith, who gets it over to Einigenberg. Einigenberg taking her time. Knights know they're up by 7. Trying not to have any forced mistakes. Trying to take care of the ball. They've done a great job of that so far here tonight. And there's a stop and play. And it will be a free possession shot for Einigenberg. She takes her shot, and that is blocked by Ramirez. Ramirez definitely having a better game in this second quarter. She sends it over to Cleveland as Beathard is right there on Cleveland. Couldn't quite get her out of bounds, was able to get her, knock her off her path a little bit as Plum gets her up and she stays in bounds, managing to keep the ball. Can't get her out of bounds. She's able to just keep herself in bounds, keep the ball from going out of bounds. Doesn't have it yet. And it looks like nobody secured it yet. 50-50 ball, and it is Gibbs who secures it. Gibbs backs out a little bit, letting her offense get set up. Knights have had a lot of good shot opportunities, haven't been wasting their possessions, been able to get the ball where they want as Plum has it and sends it down to Johnson at X, who sends it over to Smith. Smith makes a move inside. Secures the ball after taking a bit of a hit, gives it to Gibbs. And another great block by Ramirez. Having a great second quarter of this game. Hasn't given up a single goal yet in this quarter. Hopefully I don't jinx her there. But gives up a great second quarter there. Having a great second quarter, not giving up any goals and saving everything that the Knights are sending her way. The Knights are definitely getting the shots they want in this game, making them early, but right now they seem to be struggling to get them past Ramirez as Lazenby has the ball on Maury. Sends it over to Harvey. Over to McCluskey. Tried to get it to Kozel, but the defense from Petrucia there is too tight. He's able to knock it out. 50-50 ball. Is secured by McCluskey, who takes a shot, and it is caught by Rizzo. Rizzo sends it over to Scott. Gives it back to Rizzo. Sends it back to Scott. Scott with the pass going right by Gothard and out of bounds Scott's ball. Just bounced right by her. Knocked out, and it's going to be Knight's ball on the pass. Einigenberg with it. And she is pushed out. Calvin coaches and fans not happy about that. And it looks like they're going to give Gibbs a yellow card. Gibbs seems confused, not knowing what she did, but there is a yellow card. So I believe that will be about a 2-minute penalty for the Knights as they are down a man.
Megan Gibbs,
down a woman.
Legal contact. That's a 2-minute non-releasable yellow card.
Ball. Sends it over to Bollinger. Sends it over to Meyer. And picked off by Scott. Rizzo picks it up off the ground. She sends it over to Williams. Williams sends it up to Maury. Maury gives it to Plum. Plum letting her offense get set once more. The Knights don't need to rush anything, being very patient and smart with their play as Gothard has it. Gothard sends it to Plum, who sends it to Einigenberg. Einigenberg looking around, seeing what her team can do to get open. She's backing herself up. She sends it over to Plum, about over halfway through the shot clock, and she gets it to Smith. Who gets it to Einigenberg. About 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson with it. The Scots defense putting a little bit more pressure on these Knights players. Her shot goes left. Gothard there to secure possession for the Knights. There's about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Einigenberg with it. She takes her move inside. She doesn't take it. Johnson has it. She takes a shot inside, and that shot goes over, and it will be a shot clock violation on the Knights. Great defense there by the Scots as their time of possession is going up slowly. Scots right now, their name in the game is protecting the ball. As they haven't had a whole lot of shots go, they get possession, they get down there, and nice defense just keeps managing to take the ball away from them. So right now, the name of the game for the Scots is protecting the ball. Protecting the ball and getting the shots you want. Knights, you would love to see them score more in this second quarter, but they're getting the shots they want. Just great defense from the goalie there. Cleveland with it. She's running, drops the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Knights' ball. Cleveland not happy there. Great speed great speed she has to get past Smith there, but Smith was able to just knock the ball out a little bit as Petrusha has the ball. Petrusha sends it up to Maury. Maury sends it over to Gibbs. Gibbs to Gothard. Gothard's shot goes high as Hansen is there to secure possession for the Knights. As she gives it to Plum, who gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs looking around. Might take it one-on-one. Spins back, takes a shot, and blocked by Ramirez. She hits the ground. No stop and play. She seems she is hurting. Johnson with the ball. Johnson gets it to Smith. About halfway through the shot clock. Gibbs with the ball again, looking to get back inside. Gets it to Smith. Smith gets it inside, and her shot's good. Knights go up 9-1. With 2:42 left in this first half. Great ball movement by the Knights there.
Knights goal, J.C. Smith. Assisted by Megan Gibbs.
Great pass by Gibbs, great play from Smith. Right now, the Knights are in a three-way tie for first place in the MIAA with
Maury
Adrian
on the
and
draw.
Hope. All of them are 4-1 on the year in conference play. Knights playing Adrian next week with a win today and a win tomorrow, hoping to secure first place. Win today and win Tuesday, hoping to secure first place in the MIAA. As Maury sends it over to Hansen, who sends it over to Plum, who gives it up top to Einigenberg, who gets it to Smith. Johnson with the ball. Johnson takes a fall. Looks like they call a trip on the Scots. And it looks like it will be a free possession shot for Johnson. She tried to get it to Bethard there as the 50-50 ball's moving. And ref calls Alma ball. Looks like a push. As Bethard is putting defensive pressure on them right now. As Harvey has the ball and she's moving it up. Able to squeeze by defenders but loses the ball. And she picks it back up. Right now, Sling's putting great pressure on Harvey. As she sends it over to Bullinger. midway through the shot clock as Harvey has it up top. Nice screen there. Knights just passing the offensive player between each other, not giving up any room. Harvey drops the ball down near the out-of-bounds line behind the net as she sends it up to Lean. Lean couldn't catch it, and it goes out of bounds off of Lean. Gibbs with the ball, and she just sends a deep pass, trying to make something
Score at the
happen.
end of the first half, Calvin 9, Alma 1.
Knights go into halftime up, 9-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a great big round of applause for all of the seniors who are going to be graduating in the class of 2026. Once again, thanks for the youth coming out to support the Knights tonight. Concession stand is open. Quick update on the schedule. The Knights' next and final regular season game is on Tuesday, April 21st at 7 o'clock when we visit the Bulldogs of Adrian College in Adrian. You look for the live stream or join us in person to cheer on the Knights. And then be sure to closely watch the website for the MIAA tournament first round play, which commences on April 25th. Let's go Knights!
comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. It's been a cold, lonely winter. Darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. The smiles returning to the faces. Darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. I feel that ice is slowly melting. Darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Welcome back, Knights fans. Here, I got some stats for you. The Knights are up 9-1. Knights scored 8 goals in that first period, compared to Alma's 1. And in that second period, Calvin scored 1 compared to the Scots 0. Right now, Allison Harvey has the lone goal for the Scots. Goalie Madison Ramirez has given up 9 goals in 8 games. That's the majority of the coming in the second period. And for the Knights, Rick Plum, 1 goal. J.C. Smith with a goal, with 2 goals. Morgan Bethard with a goal. Megan Gibbs with 2 goals. Jessica Einigenberg with 2 goals. Hannah Rizzo with 1 goal allowed and 2 saves.
Let's go, Knights fans. Bring back that energy. Let's see everybody on their feet.
Period.
Make some
shots
noise
in
for the
general. Alma
Knights!
has gotten off 6 total shots compared to the Knights' 23. The Knights also are winning with, winning the turnover battle. Alma has 12, Knights have 5. Knights have also controlled 8 draws compared to Alma's 3. Right now, the saves by period are 8-2. When we look at the shots, 4 shots and 2 saves, 1 going in and 1 going wide. Great job by Hannah Rizzo. 23 shots, 8 of them being saves. Great play by Ramirez, but she is giving up 9. She has given up 9 goals. Hopefully, she continues her hot streak from that second quarter into this third quarter and into this second half. Hopefully, the Scots can make a push for a comeback here.
And Maury on the draw.
As we have, looks like Lazenby and Maury for the draw. And Plum secures the draw. Plum gets up to Smith. Smith sends it over to Einigenberg. Sends it down to Hansen. Sends it into Gibbs, cutting, and another great save by Ramirez. Ramirez playing great defense from that second quarter on. Only giving up 1 goal to the Knights. 9 total shots from that second quarter. You love to see the great play from Ramirez. The freshman stepping up to the plate in this game as Einigenberg has the ball. She makes a cut inside, great job. Her shot is good. That is her third shot of her third goal of the day. She now has the hat trick as the Knights go up 10-1.
Take your hat off and throw it in there for Jessica Einigenberg.
This might be
3 tonight, 10 on the season.
This might be a night where the stats somewhat lie about the performance of goalie Madison Ramirez, as she has now 9 saves on 10 goals allowed. But the Knights, in this one possession alone, got off 2 shots. It's hard to keep that save count. It's hard to keep that goal allowed count low when the offense just keeps getting shots upon shots attempted. As Gibbs secures the draw, that's another 1-1 for the Knights. And Gibbs is just pushing her way through defenders as she dumps it over to Plum, who gives it over to Beathard. Beathard loses it, secures it once more. Smith with the ball up top. As she is making a move inside. Had Plum over the middle. Didn't think Smith saw her there. Einigenberg trying to get, or Gibbs trying to make something happen, and she gives it to Einigenberg, who gives it over to Hansen. As she gave it to Gibbs, and Gibbs took a shot, and that was another great save by Ramirez right into the net of this Ramirez's stick. As she gives it over to Daughtry. Daughtry trying to push the pace through. She gets it up. And it looks like that is to Wills. Wills tried to give it to Andrews, as it will go out of bounds and be Knight's ball. Williams with the ball right now. She sends it over to Scott. Scott to Gibbs. Gibbs with the ball. Gibbs sitting up top. She tried to get it to Johnson. That pass just goes right by the stick of Johnson. And Harvey will secure it. And that is knocked out. And it looked like that was knocked out by Plum, as Plum is the one who secures it. Over to Smith. Smith with the ball up top, letting her offense get set. Over to Beathard, over to Plum. Down to Johnson. Over to Hanson. Hanson gives it over to Cornwell. Cornwell gets it to Smith, cutting inside, and Smith's shot off the cage. 50-50 ball is picked up by Wills. Knights putting pressure on her, trying to knock that ball out. And she gets it. She makes the pass to McCluskey. McCluskey pushing her way through. Putnam able to catch up and knock her off her path with the pass over to Andrews. Putnam is just rocked there. She gets up like nothing happened. And refs are showing a green card for Bollinger, as now the Knights will be one up, as it is now a
Scott's penalty, Sarah Bollinger, cross-check, 1 minute, green card release.
Knights will be up, be a man up with the power play. It's Putnam with the ball. Putnam just running through defenders. She sends it over to Beathard. Sends it over to Gibbs. Gibbs to Einigenberg. Einigenberg down to Smith. Smith to Johnson. Johnson to Beathard. Beathard to Gibbs. Gibbs tried to get it to Putnam, but just a little high for Putnam there as it goes out of bounds, and it will be Scott's ball. Like we said at halftime, Knights have done a great job protecting the ball. I believe that was only their 6th turnover of the game. Right now, McCluskey with the ball, trying to get past Smith. She gets by Smith, trying to push the pace. Slowing down a little bit, trying to get her offense onto the field as Bollinger comes back in. She gets it over to Kozel. She gets it over to Bollinger. Gets it over to Kozel. Kozel gets it down to Andrews, gets it over to McCluskey. McCluskey makes a move inside. She makes a pass over to Bollinger. Her pass to Bishop. Knocked out on the ground, secured, but it looks like Scott going by defenders, as looks like that was Lazenby was able to cut her off there, but Patricia gets it back up to Scott. Scott pass to Gibbs. It's stop and play there, and it will be a green card. And it looks like the green card will be on Lazenby. Yep, green card on Lazenby.
Scott's penalty, Olivia Lazenby offsides. 1 minute, green card releasable.
And Smith with the quick shot from off the pass from Johnson, and good. That is Smith's third goal for the hat trick in this game, as the Knights now go up 11-1 in this third quarter.
And that's a hat trick for Casey Smith, assisted by Delaney Johnson. Bollinger and Maury on the draw.
And we have Maury and Bollinger for the draw. And it will be Scott's ball. Meyer with the ball, she gives it over to Bollinger. Bollinger to Bishop, goes right by Bishop. Lazenby able to keep possession. Right now, name of the game is turnovers. Scott's struggling to keep the ball in their possession, keep the possession clock high for them, as Harvey has the ball. Harvey gives it over to Bollinger. And it will be a free possession shot for Bollinger. Okay, Bollinger with the shot. And that is caught by Rizzo. Great play there, great save by the goalie. Plum pushing pace. Plum over to Beathard. Beathard taking it slow. She passes it to Gibbs. Gibbs over to Hanson. Hanson up to Smith. Smith receives the screen from Beathard, gets it inside to Beathard, and goal by Beathard. Morgan Beathard with the goal. And that is her second of the day as the Knights go up 12-1.
Assisted by Casey Smith.
What a great play for the two seniors here on senior night. In the last home game of the season for these two ladies in their last home game in a Knights uniform. As we have Maury and Bollinger in here for the draw.
Timeout, Calvin.
Calvin will take a timeout. Calvin playing great response to that slow second quarter they're having with 3 unanswered goals. Calvin playing great defense. Rizzo playing great in that goal spot, in that goalie position there today. Getting a couple more saves, giving up less goals. That nice defense, creating turnovers left and right on this Scott's team offense. Both teams trying to make adjustments here. Right now, Hannah Rizzo is ranked 3rd all-time in Calvin's career saves list with 280. She's currently ranked 15th nationally in total saves and 31st in saves per game with 10.5 saves per game. She's adding to those totals tonight as Calvin makes a sub and number 24, Katie Dixon, freshman goalkeeper, gets in. Maury in there for the draw. And 50-50 ball secured by Bollinger. Right now, Doherty with the ball. Calvin putting pressure on him. She gets it over to Cleveland. Cleveland gets it up to Kozel. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland over to Bollinger. Bollinger up to Bishop. Bishop inside to Kozel. Kozel with the shot, and that shot is good. Scots narrow the lead to 10. Down 12-2 with 5 minutes left in this third quarter. The running clock is in effect here.
Scott's goal, Michaela Kazal. Assisted by Bryn Bishop. Bollinger and Maury on the draw.
Great play there by Bollinger to get the great play there by Bishop to get the ball into Kozel. Great shot by Kozel. That is Dixon's first goal given up today. Maury secures it. Dixon only a freshman. Dixon only a freshman, so not too much to worry about there. She was in great position. Kozel just had a really good look there right in front of the goal. She could have taken any shot she wanted there. Great play there by that Scots offense. If you're a Scots fan, you'd love to see them pile on a couple more of those to get this game close. Right now, Truin gets inside. Her shot blocked by Ramirez. And it looks like Hansen secures the ball. Hansen gets it into Bethard, cutting. Her shot blocked by Ramirez again. And then it's flicked up by Maury and secured by Hansen, who gets it over to Plum. Stop and play here. And refs are discussing it. And play resumes. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I couldn't tell from here. Looks like they had to talk to the score clock about something. They got it fixed and play resumed as Gibbs has the ball. She gets it over to Plum. She gets it down to Truin. She gets it up to Smith. Smith gets it to Bethard. Bethard takes a shot and a nice save by Ramirez. Ramirez is back-to-back good saves. As Doherty trying to get across midfield. Her pass goes to Cleveland. She couldn't get it there. Cleveland picks it up off the ground. Loses it again as Bethard picks it up. She gets it to Smith. Smith slowing down, backing out. Looks like she could have taken it all the way, but Harvey was there the whole way with her. She decided to bring it back out as the Gothard has the ball up top. Gothard sends it over to Truin. Sends it down to Hansen at X. Smith with it. Bethard with the ball, her shot good, as that is her third of the night with the hat trick. The Knights running a little pick and roll action there from basketball. That has been their favorite play of the year.
Morgan Bethard.
As you are seeing,
44 goals on the season with the assist from Casey
you see
Smith.
the Knights bench celebrating. That's Bethard's 34th goal in the season. Getting a hat trick here in her last home game as a Knight. Knights are sending in Kendall Hoving for Annalise Hansen. Hoving, a freshman, has gotten in quite a bit this season. Has been plays well every time she gets in. As Bishop had the ball, lost it. Gibbs took it right from her. It's like stealing her lunch money there. As she gets to Hoving, Hoving moves to the X position. As she tries to get it to Truin, but a little bit over the head. Truin over to Plum. Plum over to Bethard. Bethard loses the ball. Truin picks it up. Truin loses it. That was picked up by Cleveland. Cleveland loses it. Cleveland picks it back up. Cleveland's going. Her teammates yelling at her to go. Having to back out as Calvin's defense was able to get back quickly for her to stop her from scoring. As Bollinger gets it to Kozel. And it'll be Scott's ball at the start of the fourth quarter. We'll be back to you after this break.
Score at the end of the third quarter, Calvin 13, Alma 2. Alma retains possession for the start of the fourth quarter.
Welcome back, Knights fans. We're here at the start of this fourth quarter. Right now, the score is 13-2. Knights here looking to push their conference record to 5-1. Scott's hoping not to drop down to 0-6. Knights are on a 4-game win streak, hoping to push that up to 5. They're tied for first place in MIAA play. After this game, they'll be at Adrian on Tuesday, who is also tied for first place, hoping to secure first place on Tuesday before MIAA play tourney. Right now, Bishop with the ball. She sends it down to Bollinger. Scott's trying to get a shot off, saved by Rizzo. Rizzo tries to get the ball out to Plum. Just a little overhead, but Plum manages to secure it. Over to Einigenberg with it, over to Gothard. Sends it over to Plum. Sends it down to Truin at X, over to Winarski. Winarski making a move inside, but she loses it and picked up by Ramirez. Ramirez gets the ball over to Cleveland. Cleveland with the ball, gets it just across midfield, and she is pushing pace. Running from sideline to sideline right now. Hoving trying to force her out. And we got a green card on Hoving.
Calvin penalty on Kendall Hoving.
That is Calvin's fourth penalty compared to Alma's one. So right now, if you're Coach Boehm, you're telling your team, hey, we're up big. Let's not keep committing these penalties. Gotta love that the girls are playing aggressive though, as Harvey has the ball. Harvey trying to make a move inside with a nice save by Dixon. Dixon gets it out to Plum. Plum tried to get it to Truin just by the stick of Truman, and Winarski keeps it from going out of bounds. What a hustle play from her. Winarski making a move inside, and she tried taking the shot and was pushed to the ground. And Winarski will have a free possession shot. And her shot is blocked by Harvey. Picked up by Gothard. Gothard takes it out. She sends it over to Plum. Sends it over to Putnam. Putnam sends it over to Hoving. Hoving trying to make a move inside. Takes a shot and it just goes over. Truin there to secure possession for the Knights. Truin gives it over to Putnam. Putnam gets inside. She takes a shot and that goes right. Truin's still there to keep possession for the Knights. About 30 seconds left, just under 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Knights wasting some time here as they are up big. Hoving with the ball. Hoving shoots and she scores. What a goal for the freshman. Her first goal of the night. Scores now 14-2 Knights. Great play there by Hoving, getting herself inside. Great positioning to take the shot. Great play by the freshman. As we have Maury
on the draw.
And Bollinger inside for the draw once more. Ball's up. And Gibbs secures possession. Gives it to Putnam. Putnam over to Cornwell. Over to Hoving. Calvin putting number 10, Madison Godeikin. Over to Winarski. Winarski loses it. And it's going to be Alma's ball with a looks like a foul on the Knights. And it looks like it will be Harvey with the ball over on the other side.
Nice penalty, Ainsley Gothard, 1 minute releasable for a hold.
Harvey with the ball. Harvey gets across midfield but meets three Knights. She's trying to get her pass there. Sends it over to Bollinger. She loses it. Tries to get the pass out. She loses it. Harvey secures it. She tries to get the pass through there, but it gets over to McCluskey. She's taking it inside. McCluskey backs out, gets it over to, that is Norco. And looks like Bishop will have a free possession shot here for the Scots. As her shot goes long, and possession will go to the Knights. As Scott gave it over to Dixon, who sends it downfield to Slings. Slings couldn't secure it right away, but she gets it back. Slings gets it over to Gothard. Gothard up to Putnam. Putnam over to Cornwell. Cornwell up to Hoving. Hoving makes a move inside. She loses it. She's fighting for it. 50-50 ball, and it's going to be called a foul on the Knights. Scott's ball as Cleveland gets it. She's taking it across midfield. She is pushing the pace, going right by every Kelvin defender she is passing. Slowing down a little bit as Williams is there to bump her off her path. Cleveland puts herself in the X position. She got it up to, it looks like Lazenby. Lazenby trying to make a move inside. Couldn't get it there, gives it to Harvey. Nice screen by McCluskey there, but Nice just switching off of it. Not giving any room of breath here. She tries to take a shot and saved by Dixon. Dixon trying to get it somewhere as she gets it to Scott. Scott able to get it to Petrucia. Knocked out, looks like that was knocked out by Cleveland. And Cleveland loses it. Can't be secured by anyone yet, and Harvey secures it. There's going to be a foul call or timeout call for the Scots. Timeout for the Scots. Timeout. Knights having a harder time in this fourth quarter securing the ball. They are up big with a goal in this quarter. They need to have. Yes, a goal in this quarter. You need to keep playing good. Playing very well today in today's game. Need to keep it up. Need to keep putting that pressure on Alma as they are. Each goalie Kelvin has played has given up a goal to Alma. Has also been playing very well. As Ramirez has had a multitude of saves at goalie for the Scots, giving up 14 goals. That's really hard with the amount of shots that Kelvin has been able to get off. Right now, Scots players giving it all they have in this game, trying to force a comeback. Players taking the field once more. As it will be Scott's ball as Bollinger has it, gives it over to Harvey. About 6 minutes left in this game. Knights up 14-2. Over to Bishop. Or back over to Harvey. Back over to Norco. Try to get it to not down at X, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Knights ball. Williams with the ball. Nobody's getting in front of her right now. Lazenby trying. Gets it up to Gothard. Right now, we have Scott with the ball coming out from the defensive spot. Nice trying to get her. And looks like a timeout taken by the Knights.
Timeout, Calvin.
Trying to see why they would call that timeout. Looks like coach took Scott's stick. Both teams making adjustments with about 5 minutes left in this game. As the Knights look like they're about to extend their win streak to 5 games. Great game so far for the Knights. Knights back out there. Looks like Scott will take the ball from the defense position. Coming up. And she gets it over to Godike. Or sorry, to Cornwell, who gets it over to Gothard, who gets it down to Trewin. Sends it over to Winiarski. Sends it over to Cornwell. Sends it over to Scott. So they're trying to get Scott to score. Scott sends it over to Hoving. Over to Trewin. Trewin gets inside with a nice backhanded shot for a goal. What a play by Celine Trewin. The freshman from Mukwanago, Wisconsin. Great play there. Calvin freshman making plays all over the field tonight. Love to see it for the young players. This Calvin team putting the pressure on the Knights.
Bollinger and Putnam on the draw.
Or this Knights team putting the pressure on the Scots. My apologies. As they go up 14-2. And it looks like a timeout, another timeout will be taken. With about 3:58 left in this game.
Quick announcement for our youth players that are here visiting with us. The Calvin women's lacrosse team will be handing out posters to all youth players after the game, so stick around, find the Calvin players as they come off the field.
What a game. What a game this Knights team is playing in their last home game of the season. As this team is 4-1 at home. Looking to push that to 5-1 and have a winning home record. Ready to push their conference record to 5-1 as well. 3:58 left in this game.
On the draw.
And it looks like Bollinger and Putnam for the draw. And that is secured by, not secured yet, ground ball, and Putnam will secure it. Putnam using her speed to get by Scott's defenders, making plays all around for the Knights this season. And there will be a green card on, looks like that will be Lazenby for the Scots, as the Knights have the power play. Right now we have Riley Smith with the ball, who gave it over to Gothard. Gives it over to Winiarski. Takes her shot, and that goes under the stick of Ramirez for a goal by Naomi Winiarski. Knights go up 16-2 with about 3.5 minutes left of this game. Great play there by Winiarski.
Nice goal, Naomi Winiarski.
The sophomore from Naperville, Illinois, making plays out here.
Bollinger, Putnam on the draw.
Knights playing their young players, getting them great experience, as this Knights team looks like they are in great hands for the future. Bollinger had the ball, she lost it, and a foul will be called on the Knights. Bollinger will keep the ball. Bollinger with the ball. She sends it down. Looks like that's Lazenby with the ball. 2 minutes left in this game. Lazenby trying to make something happen. And looks like we got a foul. And it looks like it will be a free possession shot for the Scots, as there was a foul on the Knights. This is Beklarski with taking the shot. And nice save there by Dixon, the freshman making plays at the goalie spot, as her pass gets over to Petrusha. Petrusha push and pace. Slowing it down, getting it over to Bethard. Bethard with it, gives it over to Smith. Looks like Coach Boehm has put his starters back in. Scott with the ball. Scott trying to get a goal here. She takes a shot. And it looks like that went right off the top of the cage for her. Hanson with the ball. Over to Smith. Over to Scott. Knights look like they're trying to set up Scott for a goal here. Scott makes a play inside. She loses it. Secured by Smith. 30 seconds left in this game. Trying to get it to Scott. Can't do it yet. Scots know that Scott is trying to score the ball. If you're a dad, you'd love to make that dad joke. Johnson with the ball. Over to Smith. About 8 seconds left in this game. Trying to get it to Scott, but that is intercepted. Oh, batted down. Smith with it again. Over to Scott. And that is game. Couldn't get Scott the goal. Great effort there, but the Knights win this one. 16-2 in the last home game of the season. The Knights will be
Once
playing
again,
at
thank you to all the
Adrian
fans,
on
family, friends,
Tuesday
everybody for bringing the energy and supporting Calvin
against
University women's
for
lacrosse and
first
these incredible
place
student athletes.
in the three-way
Once
tie.
again, a round of applause
Adrian,
for our
Hope,
graduating
and
seniors for
Calvin.
both teams.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me here at Zamita Field. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for
Next
tuning
game
in.
Tuesday,
to tonight's
7
game.
o'clock at Adrian. And then start watching for postseason action on our website. Before you head out, grab your stuff, grab your kids, throw your trash in the bins, don't throw your kids there. Watch your stuff. And on behalf of the event staff here at Zetterman Field and Calvin University, drive safe. Have a great rest of your evening. Go Knights! And for the youth, come on out to the north side of the stadium. As you're facing the stadium, that's your left hand. Come on out to the north side of the stadium for youth to get some posters.